Okay. So, before we get into this, I'm going to play a clip. I had this all recorded out. I had the NFC and the AFC all recorded out. And I was going to put the AFC up first because there was more to talk about with the NFC. So I thought, you know what? Steelers are going to win. It's not going to matter. Well, let's just play the clip. Unless the Bengals somehow, some way beat the Steelers, they are sticking here at number 2. I don't think it's going to happen, so I'm making this video ahead of time to put this up tomorrow morning. So I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, I'm going to have to remake the video. Okay, so as you saw, I had that recorded before the game last night, and now I have to make a whole new video because now the Steelers moved on to 3, and that game affected a lot. I had this all planned out. I'm like, oh, you know what? I can just, push this out, get this all ready for the week. I can start getting my skit ready for the end of the week and all this stuff. And now I got to go back and record this again. I might even have to record the NFC side again because that has Steelers in the second place too. So I'm going to have to go back and re-record a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my God. So shout out to the Bengals. First of all, what a win. Steelers played down. It was just all around bad for the Steelers. They just had a terrible day. Juju danced on the logo again, third straight loss. He has danced on the logo before when they were winning games, but then Washington said, you know what, we're going to end that winning streak and we're going to knock you out. And then the Bills said the same thing, and then the Bengals did it. Knocked Juju. He got popped, and it caused a fumble, and that caused the Bengals to go up 10-0. What was that? And late in the first quarter, early in the second quarter, he got rocked after that play. And the Steelers did not recover at all. They didn't score any points in the first half. That's the first time since I believe it was 1990 that has happened. For the against the Bengals, against the Bengals, it's the first time since 1990, I believe. We'll talk about the top 3 altogether. So obviously, Chiefs are still in first. They still have a 2-game lead on the Bills. Bills, who are now up in second place, holding on to that tiebreaker against the Steelers from last week. They are now going to face the 7th seed, which would be the Miami Dolphins. So we have an AFC matchup. And then Steelers right now would face the Colts if it ended right now, and obviously Titans and Browns. But Steelers aren't locked in. They are not locked in now. They are 1 game ahead of the Browns. Browns have the Jets next week. Steelers have the Colts next week. If the Steelers lose and the Browns beat the Jets, which again, I just talked about this earlier this week, anything can happen. The Rams lost to the Jets. Browns, this is not a guaranteed win anymore. You got to focus on the Jets. But if the Browns beat the Jets, and if the Colts beat the Steelers, which by the way would help in the AFC South because the Titans have the Packers, which means the Titans can still lose the 4th seed, and the Colts can still get basically a playoff game. Or a home playoff game, I should say. A home, not because they're obviously in the playoffs right now, but they can get a home playoff game. So there is so much riding on Week 16. This is a huge week. And the stupid phone is ringing. I don't care. I'm going to keep talking through that because this is just way too much. So, So if the Browns beat the Jets and the Steelers lose, Week 17 is Browns and Steelers. That can be for the North. That means the Browns get a home playoff game in Cleveland. that I don't know. That's probably since the '90s the last time that happened too. I mean, it is the North is wide open, the South is wide open. It's just Steelers losing to the Bengals just opened up so much for the 4th seed, 5th seed, 6th seed teams. Dolphins, again, you're kind of stuck down here in 7th. You do have to keep winning because the Ravens are right on your tail. And I mean, they're basically out. This is probably like a 0.5% chance, 0.9% chance. I mean, it's low. Raiders, really low shot. Ravens obviously can sneak into the playoffs. So I mean, Dolphins, you're worried about the Ravens. You're worried about winning out. You're not worried about anything else. You're worried about locking up that 7th seed, honestly. Yeah, there's just because that loss, Steelers. I mean, they played average. Ben had almost only sacked once, threw an interception, only 170 yards. I think he had 7 passing yards in the first half. They had like -2 rushing yards in the first half or whatever. Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger, Chase Claypool had -6 on a jet sweep. I mean, Ryan Finley had 13 pass attempts. 13. This this game affects the playoffs so much. Ryan Finley, by the way, he had a really amazing pass. He stepped up in the pocket, got hit, threw the ball, completed it for a first down as he was getting hit inside the pocket. It was just an amazing pass. Good on the receiver to be able to catch it too, because again, that ball was, didn't look like it was going to be completed, and the receiver came back and got it. So that is not going to get talked about in the media. So if you have not seen that, I'm sure someone like Highlight Heaven or something like that has that play up. If you have not seen that, go look up Ryan Finley's passes. NFL might even have all 7 of his completions. Dude didn't even throw for 100 yards. He took 2 sacks, no interceptions on the day, and he had a rating of 101. He played out of his mind. And Steelers, again, 62. Oh, I'm sorry, wait. Oh, I'm sorry, 79, and then Ben Roethlisberger at a 15. Sorry, that's QBR. I forget what RTG means. I don't remember. It's probably like rate something. But again, yeah, running too. I mean, they had Benny Snell was the number 1 because James Conner, I believe, got hurt yesterday again, so he got downgraded to out. So it was basically Benny Snell was doing all the carries, and he had a 1 long run for 29. But I mean, it's just this running game was just not that good. Yeah, it's AJ Green had 40. T Higgins. I mean, obviously, they were getting short field positions again. 2 fumbles, and an interception. So I mean, it's just Steelers got hurt bad by the Bengals. The Bengals came out to play. Bengals they still hold on. I don't know if I can show it. They still hold on to the 3rd seed. I don't know why they are not updating this, but Jags are the number 1 seed. Even yesterday it was not updated. I don't know why. Jags are the number 1 seed right now. I don't get it. I don't know what they're looking at here. I don't know what ESPN. They just forgot to update it, I guess. So, yeah, Patriots eliminated too. That's that's crazy. They don't even have a logo in here. That's how sad they are. But again, Week 17. I want the last game of the season to be Browns and Steelers. If the Steelers lose and the Browns win next week, I want that switched. This is game of the year potential. After the Steelers' downfall and the Browns surging to 10-4, I mean, it's game of the year potential. It's winner of the AFC North. I want, I believe, is it Sunday's last day or Monday's last day? I don't remember. I want Titans and Colts to be either the 4:25 game. Well, it's 3:25 here. the 4:25 Eastern game on Fox. Hype that up. Or if the last day is Monday, you put Titans Colts Sunday night, Browns Steelers Monday night. You go all in on this. You're going to have a lot of people watching. This is going to be a lot of playoff scenarios, a lot of stuff that can happen with those two games. Titans face the Packers up here. Packers still trying to hold on to the number 1 seed. If they do, they drop to 10-4, and then we have a 3-way tie. It'll be 11-4. Because Saints are probably going to win. They have the Rams. Okay, so probably a 2-way tie. Unless the Rams don't show up. Browns again, still fighting for that number one spot in the AFC North, which would be the number 3 seed, and then Titans and Colts. So there's a lot. I mean, it opened up the door for so many things that could happen. This is no longer Steelers have this on lock and they are, winning the North, and that's it. This is now. You've got to be scared for your life if you're a Steelers fan. You're going from the number 1 seed 3 weeks ago to the number 3 seed to potentially the number 5 seed if you lose out. If you go from 11-0 to 11-5, that is going to be terrible. It's going to be so bad for a Steelers fan because then you can't host a playoff game. You have to go on the road everywhere. You are not beating the Chiefs. You are not beating the Chiefs. Bills have a chance. Titans have a chance. That's it. Browns are not beating them. Colts are not beating them. They may have a chance. Dolphins may have a chance. They have a slim chance. The weakest chance to win. Colts and Browns are not winning. Steelers are not beating the Chiefs. There are only 2 teams on here that can. Maybe the Dolphins. So maybe 3 teams that can beat the Chiefs and advance to the AFC Championship game. Otherwise, it's the Chiefs division, but anything can happen. It's any given Sunday, or any given Monday, or any Thursday, or Wednesday, or Tuesday, or Friday, or Saturday. There's any given day. Anything can happen, as the Bengals showed. So, there's a lot of stuff that happens. Week 16 is going to be big. So, next week, after Week 16 wraps up, I am waiting till next Tuesday. I am not going to do, unless it is 2 teams that are battling for draft position, I am not doing a playoff prediction next Monday. I'm not going to do what I did this week and go so confident that I think a team could win and then they get embarrassed. I'm not going to do that. I learned my lesson. Bengals showed me to be quiet and wait for Tuesday. This is getting good. AFC is starting to look really good. NFC again. As a Packers fan, I'm worried about the number 1 seed. I think it can happen, but again, if we lose to the Titans, Bears is a must-win game. Otherwise, Saints get the bye. So, other than that, battle for the division in the NFC West is between Rams and Seahawks. Battle for the East, right now Washington's a game ahead, but they have to win out essentially to be able to claim that number 4 seed. Bucks, they still have a chance at the 5 seed. So it's just this is it looks like it's kind of lined up here. AFC is wide open. I was talking early this year about how I'm more excited for the NFC. It's more of a dogfight. Well, now after Steelers loss, AFC is more of a dogfight. Every position is wide open. So I can't wait to do next week's video. I really can't. Next Tuesday cannot come fast enough. I am excited to see what happens for the playoffs. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Actually, I just want to say this. I will not... You know what? I will do a short video on the NFC side. I will redo what is going to be tomorrow's video. One of tomorrow's video. I have 2 videos coming out tomorrow. I'm just going to talk briefly. It's going to be probably a 3-minute video, 4-minute video talking about the NFC side. I'm going to redo it because, again, I show Steelers. I think I talked about the Steelers in that video. So I'm going to go back and do a shorter version for the NFC side and just kind of redo it. So, that'll come out. I have picks tomorrow. I'm going to do a little Jets and Jags skit that'll come out on Thursday. And then Friday, I don't know. The door's wide open for possibilities Friday. There's a couple of things that could happen. We'll see what happens. I don't know how good Thursday's game is, so maybe we'll be talking about Thursday's game if it has playoff implications. So we'll see. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Like the video, share the video around, don't subscribe, and we are out of here. Peace.